How y'all doing today? Shirley back here with another video. I am Shirley from the Everything Shirley brand. So glad you can join me today on my YouTube channel. So I am Shirley from the Everything Shirley brand, and little music in the background. So what I do, I am an entrepreneur. I have several items in my product line. Everything Shirley product line. I'm working on building my brand. Working on creating my website. I had a website previously, but I dissolved that one because I had a Shopify website and I had a big cocktail website. But I think I want to go in a different direction with my website for the future. So sometimes you have to make some changes, be creative, innovative, and move in a different direction. When you see things are not working right, things are going slow in your business, you wanna be creative, innovative, just make changes. Sometimes you have to rebrand. Sometimes you have to change your labels, your logos, your business name, hire new employees, let some other employees go. I just do a whole lot of different things. Work toward building that strong brand. A strong brand that customers respect and love, because your brand should create that, I guess I would say, that platform. Your brand should create that platform and should display positivity of how positivity, so it can it can help customers have a better perception of it. I guess that's the way I want to say it. So that's what your brand is. That's what your brand should do. The brand should be, when you building your brand, you should lay the foundation. You should lay the foundation in your brand as you build your brand. Lay that foundation to earn that respect from your customers, that customer loyalty, that customer satisfaction. That's what you want to. That's the type of brand you want to build. You want to build a brand that can, create the positive platform, so the customers can feel like they want to, come back to your business. What are you doing in your business that can satisfy the customer? What are you doing in your business that can create that customer value? What are you doing in your business to promote total quality management, continuous improvement, total quality management? All right, hold on for a second. So I had to get that fly that got in. But so I am Shirley from Everything Shirley brand. So I was just talking about building that strong brand. So my degree, I studied at Strayer University right here in Washington, D.C. My major was information systems and business administration. So most of my content on my YouTube channel, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. Most of my content is geared around business, information system, business, and I talk about my books that I'm working on. So I do have 6 children's books in the Google Play Store and the ebooks. So I'm currently working on that. So I'll talk about that later. But I'll tell you about how you can. I have videos on my YouTube channel to tell you who I publish with and how I publish my books. and the situation I went through when I first started, I was trying to find a publishing company. But just to get back to this, marketing, advertising, and promoting. So marketing, my major was business administration. So marketing, advertising, promoting, getting your products out to your target market, where is your target market, what marketing channels are you going to use, email marketing, text message marketing, how you going to build a strong brand, how you going to build that strong quality product or service. You create those products, you create the marketing mix, a mix of products. You're creating the quality service. I mean, you run a barber shop, you run a hair salon, you run a nail salon. You wanna build a strong brand. You wanna build a strong product. You wanna build a strong quality customer service. You want the customers to come back. You want them to have a reason to come back. You don't want to be running a business and you doing things in your business and then your customers are not going to come back if you're not creative, innovative, and you're not doing nothing to satisfy the customer. You always want to do something to satisfy the customer. Always see what the customers want and what the customers need. You always want to see that. You want to see what they want and need, So, say for instance, you run a nail salon. What type of people do you have working for you? You have to look at your employees. You have to look at your environment where you operate your business at. Your employees, your managers, place where you operate your business, the product. Do you have a product that the customer wants? So it's all about supply and demand as well. When you run a business, you want to supply a product or service that the customer want and need because you ain't gonna make no money. Say for instance, in summertime, you just open up a business and you sell the fur coats. In the summertime, I mean that might be a good idea, but and if you put them at a discount price, but 9 times out of 10, it might not be a lucrative business to be selling fur coats in the summertime. So unless you, I wouldn't do it, but unless you say, look, fur coats 50% off, you could do something like that. That would be innovative and creative. I say these fur coats 50% off, selling during the summer. I'm just saying that if you already have a business, say for instance, you already selling fur coats, but you were selling the fur coats in the wintertime. So you already opened your business, you had your business license, you had a location, you rent your office space, you have your business licenses, all the licenses that you need. You have your location, pay rent on your office space, or whatever room you want to have for your business. So you can operate your business under somebody else's business license, so you won't need no occupancy permit. But you might still need a business license and EIN number because when you sell 400 or more, or whatever you sell, you still have to pay taxes. You're going to charge people taxes on what they purchase. So you need that EIN number, that business license, that business location. And then, but if you have your separate business by yourself, not in no one else's building, then you'll need your occupancy permit, your, proper licenses, EIN number for your tax, so you can have, set up with the IRS. But check with your state that you live in, because every state has different requirements. I know one of the ladies on YouTube said she lives in Florida, she has her own business, and she said that she didn't have no license. But she does have an LLC, limited liability corporation license, limited liability corporation, limited liability company. So limited liability, you can have limited liability, you still have like a sole proprietorship, that means one person, partnership, 2 or more, and corporation become incorporated, articles of incorporation. But I'm not a lawyer, so I do know the requirements, but when it comes to setting up your business. You know, you check the legal room, or also in your state. They should have a website where you can sign. I know DC right here where I'm at, Consumer Regulatory Affairs. I can sign it right online for my LLC. For not my LLC, but my business license. Business license, a sole proprietorship, partnership, or a corporation. So I want to be incorporated, but I also want an LLC to the limited liability company. So, corporation, a corporation, and a limited liability company. That's the that's two forms of businesses to form. Because in LLC, you won't have to be liable if somebody tries to sue you. They won't be able to attack your personal assets. They won't be able to go in your bank accounts, your credit union, things of that nature. So that's how that goes. But you know, you talk to legal room, talk to the proper offices in your state to file for your business licenses. And most of the time you can do it right online. But so as I was talking about marketing, getting your products out to your customers, to your target market, advertising, promoting, target markets, marketing channels, total quality management, continuous improvement, and also you have so many things that you can do to help create that quality product, that quality service, quality customer service. So those are some terms that I always like to just touch base on at the beginning of my presentation. So marketing, advertising, promoting, total quality management, continuous improvement. So marketing. To me, marketing is everything. I would say that is everything concerning your products. Concerning your products and your services. Every time you talk about your product, every time you wear your product, every time you talk about your product, you're marketing you're marketing your services and your product. You have a service, like I say, you run a salon, you're cutting hair, nail salon, or consulting firm. Even if you have your business cards and you're handing out your business cards and you're out and about in the neighborhood, you're marketing, advertising, and promoting. In my opinion, if I give out my business cards and I tell you on my business cards the type of business that I'm running, products that I have that I offer on my business cards, and my phone number on there, I'm marketing my brand. I'm marketing my brand right there. So branding is everything. Marketing is everything. Advertising, promoting, all that is everything you do about your business. Everything you do concerning your business. Displaying your products, letting people know about your products, put your products out in the open. You got commercials, you have ads, you on Facebook with ads, talking about your business. And you wearing your products when you go out the street. Say that's what I have, because I do have some sweatshirts and t-shirts, crop tops, what you call those containers that you put your hot and cold liquids in. I have those with my logo and my labels. So on, and I'm also in the market of getting other things that I can add to my product line. So I do want I want an exercise gear, like your top and your tights with my logo on it and the waist snatcher belt. So I did purchase a waist snatcher belt from Cheryllee line. She has a nice line too, CarolleeShade.com, PaigeAndAmari.com. So she had everything on her website: waist snatcher belts, exercise gear, meal plans, t-shirts, everything on her site. So song right here I haven't heard in a long time. Cameo. Yeah. So I'm gonna go over a few terms. I know last time on my video well, on my previous video, I talked about different philosophers. I'm not going to get into that this time, but I talked about Socrates, Plato, Descartes, Adam Smith, David, Henry David Thoreau, Darwin, and his theory of evolution, natural selection, where only the fittest survive, Darwin. So in other words, species would die off if they weren't suited for survival out in the world. Say for instance, they didn't have the proper, their bodies were not developed properly, like the necks or the trunk of an elephant or something like that. So they wouldn't be able to survive. They would die off. They would die off. But remember, these dinosaurs, when they died off, they became extinct. So that's Darwin and his theory of, and it's a natural selection theory of evolution. And then we have Henry David Thoreau, when he went down to, he wanted to be one with nature, so he went down to the pond in the woods, down to the pond, where the pond was, not too far from where he lived, chopped down a tree, stayed down there 2 years, 2 days, I think it was 2 years, 2 days, and 2 nights. So he stayed down there. He said he wanted to suck all the marrow out of life. He wanted to suck all the marrow out of life. He wanted to come as close to the edge as possible. He wanted to just suck all the marrow out of life. He wanted to, I guess he wanted to see how close to death he could come. He wanted to see if it was mean, he said. He wanted to see if it was mean, and he wanted to see if it was mean, if it was evil God or the devil. So I'm like, and Plato and Socrates, and so Plato said, love is a serious mental disease. You could almost kind of believe that. And Socrates said, the understanding of life is not worth living. And he said, you know you are wise when you know that you know nothing. So that's Socrates. And Socrates drank the fatal hemlock and died. But he was cited for going around speaking around town, corrupting the youth. So when he corrupted the youth, they put him on trial, and they told him to drink the fatal hemlock, but they told him he didn't have to drink it, but he drank it anyway, and he died. And then Socrates, Plato, and Descartes, Darwin, and his theory of evolution, natural selection. We have Henry David Thoreau, when he went down to the woods to want to be one with nature. He wanted to suck all the marrow out of life. And then also I talked about different ones. The musician that I talked about, I can't think of his. Yeah, I forgot his name. The musician that I talked about. Can't think of him right now, but maybe he'll come to my mind. It was so many of them, but next time I'll probably talk about some more. But let me get into a little bit of marketing. So I was talking about the marketing. So in other words, you want to start a business, and there's several websites that you can go to too. You can go to, you start your business for the first time. Another person had a nice YouTube channel. David Adefeso used to go with Tamar Braxton. But he has a nice website. He's Harvard graduated. He's Harvard educated. I'm still university educated. But I was in a business program down there, so I do have my bachelor's in business administration, but he has his master's. But it's all about doing research. Because anybody can do research, and you can learn anything anybody else can learn. So I'm constantly doing my research. But he talks about a whole lot of different things, how you can build your credit, build better credit. Women, women want to start their own businesses, go to small SBA, Small Business Administration website, and check out that website. And you can also go to grants.gov, where you can get grants to start your business. So I'm going to be checking out a lot of these things too. I have some other stuff on my page. I'll read some of those later at the end of my presentation. But different websites you want to start your business, but trying to receive funding from the government, the paperwork will be filled out for grants.gov, SBA.gov, different websites. So I do have some other websites, but I'll read those at the end of my presentation. So, but David Edifresh, so go to his YouTube channel. There's a whole lot of people that's on YouTube that's giving out good information. So I'll be on YouTube all the time. And I'm also trying to create. Actually, I have my channel. I think I have like 130 something videos on my channel. I show you how I make my I'll show you how I make my hair growth products. So I do make my hair growth products. Hair growth products was a hair growth product for men, women, and children. I make that. And I market my books. And then I have all the stuff that I'm adding to my product line. So my brand is the Everything Cheryllee brand. So I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube, and it's Instagram. Everything Cheryllee on all 3 platforms. But I'm concentrating on building my brand, making my brand stronger, making my brand available, and make my brand showcase, making my brand, I guess I would say, make my brand create more of what the customer wants and what the customer needs. So I'm trying to build a strong brand. I'm trying to offer quality, trustworthy products that the customers want and need. And I'm trying to get my products out to the right target markets. I'm trying to create that total quality management, that continuous improvement. So let me look at this book right here. So this is one of the books that I had when I was in college, State University of Washington, D.C. So contemporary marketing. So applying total quality management. Like other business functions, marketing benefits from total quality management involving top management. Effective total quality management programs begin with the involvement of top managers who believe in the importance of quality and customer satisfaction. That's what I said. Customer satisfaction, and also you want customer satisfaction, and you also want that. I guess I would say quality products and services. So customer satisfaction that comes from producing or providing quality products, quality services. Customer satisfaction, you want to satisfy the customer when they come into your business. When they order online or they come into your business, you want to satisfy your customer. You want to have, you want packaging. Packaging that looks beautiful. You want the layout of the store to look nice. You want the floors to be clean. You want employees that work for you respect the customer. Not employees that talking to the customers any kind of way, and and then all that is part of your brand. Everything to me, when it comes to running a business, branding, marketing, advertising, and promoting everything. Or even the management, the employees, the management team that you have, all that has a reflection on your brand. You can't have a manager in there just because he say he's a manager that customers need help and he talking to them any kind of way, treating them any kind of way, and he don't have no type of morals and ethics and respect for customers when they come in, and just don't have no regard for nothing. All that's part of your brand. When people come into your business and shop, to shop with you, they look at all that. That's part of your brand. That's how you build a strong, lucrative brand. That's how you build a brand. You want a brand that all aspects, that's why they say total quality management, all aspects of your business. Improving it, continuously improving all aspects of your business. So total quality management, all the employees, managers, everybody working together to achieve that quality in all departments, in all areas of the business. So we're talking about total quality management. Many total quality management programs have failed in the past because top management delegated responsibilities of ensuring quality to quality departments. So they say they failed in the past because top management, they delegated the responsibilities of ensuring quality to quality departments. A survey by consulting firm Rath and Strong found that 38% of senior corporate managers give their quality efforts failing grades. So they give their quality efforts failing grades. So in other words, running a business, you have to constantly check. You have to constantly keep a track of things. Managers, that's their job. They have to keep a check of everything. You can't just assign your employees, give your employees their assignment, and then leave them to fend for themselves. Sometimes you have to check. I mean, you don't want to hover over your employees because you don't want them to feel that, So you don't want to hover over them, but when you give them a job to do, they're supposed to complete their task. Yeah, they may have a certain amount of employees that's under them that they oversee. You might have a couple managers, and each of them may have a certain amount of employees that they are overseeing. Sometimes the employees may try to get over and not do what they're supposed to do, but still, manager's job is to stay behind them. And we also have, let's talk about the marketing audit. A thorough, objective evaluation of an organization's marketing philosophy, goals, policies, tactics, practices, and results. A thorough, objective evaluation of an organization's marketing philosophy. So that's an audit. So in other words, that's what I was just saying. Similar, I was talking about keeping track of the employees, managers keeping track of the employees, see what they're doing. So it's a marketing audit. You're keeping track of your policies, your plans, your philosophy, your goals, your tactics, your practices. Keep a track of that. That's an audit. In other words, it's like if you don't stay behind certain, I guess I would say, regulations, rules and regulations, practices. In other words, you're doing certain things a certain way. You have to stay behind that because if you're doing things a certain way, you said, like I was talking about my previous video, I was talking about those systems. If you set up a system, my degree is information systems. So system is where you set up a system that's like a rule, that's like your rules, your regulations, plans of how you doing a certain thing, how you carrying out your particular goal, what type of system you have set up. In other words, you have project over here, and you have a project over here, project over here. Now you have a system. You have a certain system set up for how you're going to carry out that project. This system over here is set up this way. This system might be, whatever type of system you have set up. You're going to have 3 different types of systems set up. So, excuse me. So that's what I'm saying, audit of your marketing. You want to see if that marketing system or that marketing plan, those marketing plans are effective. Because if you have a plan or you have a system set up to do certain things, but it's not effective, it's not efficient, it's not effective, it's not getting the job done, And then you audit it, and then when you do your audit, you say, well, maybe you need to make some changes. That's why they tell you in business you need to be innovative and creative. You want to continuously improve things because you auditing your marketing, you auditing your marketing in your business. How you marketing, how you getting your products out to your customers, where's your target market, are you effective in getting your products out to your customers? What marketing channels are you using? Are those marketing channels effective? Because I know a lot of times I market my products on, I market my products on TikTok. I market my products. I mean, every time I talk about my products, every time I wear my products, my t-shirts, my sweatshirts, I'm marketing and advertising and promoting my products. My product line, you know, items in my product line. But if nobody's purchasing, then my marketing strategy is not even effective. So when I do an audit and I say, well, you know what, I'm marketing my products. I'm out here wearing my products, showcasing my products when I'm outside. I'm doing videos. I'm on YouTube and all the different strategies that I use to market my products. So when I audit that and I look at that and I say, well, I'm not even effective. I'm not effective. I'm not even efficient. I'm not efficient means getting things done at a low cost. Effective means when you do certain things, you carry it out. You was effective. So I mean, I was effective when I when I advertised my products in my product line, but I didn't get any sales. So I would have to, I would look and say, well, you know, if I did an audit in my head, I would say, well, I might need to make some changes. So when companies do an audit of their marketing strategies, are they, you know, they want to know, hey, am I pulling in any customers? Did the marketing strategy work? Was I effective? So if it was not effective, because that's what I said, marketing audit. A thorough objective evaluation of an organization's marketing philosophy. So is your marketing philosophy effective in your business? If it's not, you might need to make some changes. You might need to change that philosophy. So then we have, so let's see, I try to pick out the important terms. You have obtaining customer feedback. You always want customer feedback. You know, you have your email list set up and you know, so you send out emails to your customers. You know, you want to know, hey, how do you like your product? Do you have any problems? You know, we have such and such, we have a new blah, blah, blah on the market, you know, you want to check it out. But sometimes you do want customer feedback. So you probably do that through customer surveys, email, you know, customer surveys, send an email, you know, you have your customer email list. So, like I said, continuous improvement, process of constantly studying and making changes in work activities. It's called a Kaizen in Japan. But you constantly studying and making changes. The book is kind of heavy to hold, but constantly studying and making changes. Constantly studying and making changes in work activities. So that is continuous improvement. So you always want to continuously improve products, services. If you create a product, just want to market. Well, you didn't create it. Sometimes you can outsource. You know, you get a vendor. Say for instance, you're running a t-shirt business and you're selling t-shirts, but you're outsourcing another company. You know, because you have your suppliers. You have your suppliers that you purchase from to sell in your business. So, but you still want to continuously improve, even though you are outsourcing your t-shirts from another business. And you know, you want to make sure that those t-shirts are quality t-shirts. They are what the customer wants and needs. And so you have to always check those, marketing you always have to check the products that you receive from another company. So it says process of constantly studying and making changes in work activities. So like I said, whatever activities are not working for you in your business, whatever processes are not working, the product is outdated, you might want to expand your product line. Sometimes you do have to make changes. Like I said previously, you might have to rebrand, change your business name, change your logos, your labels, your packaging. You want packaging that's on point. You want nice packaging with customers packaging. When customers come in your store, you want those. You want that nice box to put that, whatever they purchase to put it in, a box or a bag with your label and your logo on the front of your bags or your boxes. So I have all that. I have custom packaging. So my customer order, I have my label, my logo, that I can put on. But I have actually already on the box, but I also have the kind that you can stick on. So you can also get those made, your labels and your logos made from Avery or Vistaprint. So I use them all the time. I've been using them for years. Another company too you can use is called Nebs. Nebbs. I used to use them years ago, but haven't used them in a while, but you can use them too. So we have Avery and also Vistaprint. So we have the PDCA cycle, continuous improvement process of planning, doing, checking, and acting. So the PDA cycle, a step-by-step process of planning, doing, checking, and acting. So planning, doing, checking, and acting. So you have to plan, you have to do, you have to check, you have to act. You always have to stay behind. When you're in business, you always have to stay behind. And especially if you're in the food business, because you have to keep up with those dates on. I mean, you selling milk, you selling eggs. You have to make sure. You definitely have to make sure. Place is clean. You have to make sure that milk and them eggs they have not expired. You don't want to sell no milk that's expired, and then the customer get it home, and then they were like, wow, this is not what I expected. And then we have benchmarking. This is a good term here too. Process in which an organization continuously compares and measures itself against business leaders anywhere in the world to gain information, helping it improve performance. So benchmarking, that's basically you doing research, or however you do your research, or however you find out about other companies. You want to see what other companies are doing so you can do better. Say for instance you run a nail salon. You run a nail salon, and then another company around the corner, they run a nail salon too. So sometimes you might want to step in their business to see how they do things. You step in their business and see how they do things. You want to do something better. How do they have things set up? How do they treat their customers? How clean are their floors? Some businesses have music playing. They have music playing, and some businesses don't. Do what you do. Do what you want to do. Do something that's unique, that can draw the customers in and keep them coming back. And sometimes people, some businesses, they may greet you soon you come in. How you doing? Welcome to our store, blah, blah, blah. Some stores don't do that. Some stores do and some stores don't. And in some stores, when you walk in, they give you a coupon. They say, you come on in. Anything in the store 10% off, so you walk in the door. Some stores do that, some stores don't. So it's all about being innovative, being creative. You want something that can bring the customers in, something that the next business may not be doing. Because they can say, no, I went in that business over there. They didn't give us no coupons. They gave me coupons over there, 10% off. So that's not really a whole lot, but that's 10 cents off each dollar. So 10% is 10 cents off each dollar. So if you buy something for $5, that's 50 cents. That just be 50 cents off. 50 cents off $5. So, but you know, it depends on how much you spend. You might spend more than $5. So let's see what else we have. Just a couple of, just want to touch base on a couple of important. So analyzing internal processes, implementing improvements. That's important. Implement means to carry out improvements. If you see processes and departments that need improving and you don't make no changes, you know, you need to implement those changes in those processes in those departments. So that's what I was talking about, continuous improvement. So we have employee involvement, internal marketing, external customer, and internal customer. So let's talk about employee involvement. Motivating employees to perform their job better through internal marketing, empowerment, training, and teamwork. So that's very important. So motivating those employees, motivating the employees to perform their job better. Internal marketing. Internal means within the organization. Internal marketing. How are you marketing? What are your marketing plans? What is your marketing strategy within the organization? So getting the employees more involved in it. So in other words, marketing within your corporation or your business is not only geared toward the marketing department. All the employees and the manager should be involved in the marketing strategy. They all should know about the marketing strategy of the company. So that's important. So not just geared toward the marketing department. Get all your employees involved in your marketing strategy. What is your marketing strategy for the firm? What's your business strategy? What's your marketing strategy? All employees should know the marketing strategy of their company. They work for their company, then they should know it. Yeah, internal marketing. Managerial actions that help all members of the organization understand and accept their respective roles in implementing the organization's marketing strategy. So, managerial actions that help all members, all members. So, managerial actions that help all members of the organization understand and accept their respective roles in implementing the organization's marketing strategy. So, they're saying managers' job to help all employees know the marketing strategy within their organization. An organization is a group of two or more people working together to achieve a particular goal. So you're all working in an organization to achieve a particular goal. So why not be in the know? In the know, I guess. Why not be in the know of knowing about the marketing strategy for your company? So all employees, all managers should know the marketing strategy for their organization. External customers. Person or organization that buys or uses another firm's goods or services. So me, you, we are external customers when we go purchase from another company. Internal customer. Employee or department with an organization that depends on the work of another employee or department to perform a job. So that's within the organization. That's the internal customer. Then we have empowerment. Giving employees authority to make decisions about their work without supervisory approval. So that's good. So you give the employees the authority to make decisions about their work without supervisory approval. So that's empowerment. They don't need a supervisory approval. So in other words, you give them the authority to make decisions. You give them the authority to make decisions about their work without supervisory approval about their work. So they're still forming those teams, so they still have a self-managed team, a group of employees who work with little or no supervision. A group of employees that work with little or no supervision. So 9 times out of 10, they probably already been trained to do a certain job in the organization, so they don't need they're working without any type of supervision. So that's how they go. Total quality management and the marketing mix. Total quality management and product strategy. It says winners in the marketplace use teams of employees to design quality into products and to reduce the time it takes to design and develop them. You have Doe Corning, a multinational silicone products manufacturer, uses teams to research, design, develop, and produce some 4,000 silicone products. So what they use is a multinational silicone products manufacturer. They use teams to do their research, design, and development of the products. So research is very important. So that's the Dow Corning. It's a multinational company. Multinational means they have companies in all states. Multinational. That means multi means many. So that means they have companies in so many different states. So they're multinational. So 9 times out of 10, they're multinational and they're global too. So let's see what else we have. So we have total quality management and promotional strategy. Promotion is a way for marketers to communicate their message of quality through a mix of personal selling, advertising, public relations, and sales promotion. Consumers today want accurate information to aid them in their purchasing decisions. Right, we need accurate information to aid us in our purchasing decisions. And so, total quality management and pricing strategy. Total quality management and pricing strategy. Consumers today are demanding more value for their money. That's true. The idea that higher prices mean better quality is changing as companies produce higher quality goods and services for less. That's important. By eliminating waste, quality organizations lower their costs and can pass the savings on to consumers by lowering prices. Yeah, we still want those quality products and services for lower prices. We definitely do. So that's total quality management and pricing strategy. So total quality management, you want quality in all aspects of the business. Total quality management in your pricing, total quality management in your promotion, total quality management in all aspects of your business. All products and services, all your departments. So this is the end of that chapter. So just a couple of little terms. We have marketing ethics, marketers' standards of conduct and moral values. Marketing ethics. So what morals and ethics do you have? What values do your company have? You know, you have to have a value system set up. So like I said, everything is a part of branding. You want to brand when you branding your company and you're building a quality product and services, you're building those quality products and services, you still have to look at your value system, your standards, your company standards. So customers look at all that when they come in your business. Because you don't want a customer to come in and you have employees working for you that don't display no type of value system. They have a low value system. They nasty with the customers. They don't want to help the customer when the customer needs help. The customer may need some help or something. You're talking to the customer in any kind of way. And what kind of value? They're going to look at that. That's all part of your brand. You don't want no employees that's not going to respect the customer. You know, so all that, your morals, your ethics, your value system. You got to have a high value system when you run a business. Because you can't create your customer value that way. Customers are not going to come back. They're going to go, I'm not going over there. I want to take my money somewhere else. I'm not going over there to be treated like that over there. They're not going to get my money. So that's how they're going to feel. They're like, I'm not coming back over here. So, ethics can bring your business down. The wrong ethical behavior. So I talked about that too. Another thing I talked about in my one of my previous videos, culture, building that positive cultural environment within the organization. You know, what type of culture are you creating? You don't want to create no unethical cultural environment within the organization. So that was all, just a lot of those terms I studied, I learned when I was downstairs at university. So that's not in this book. So building that proper cultural organizational environment. Because if you have unethical behavior going on in your organization and you keep on letting it go on, then that, let me see what kind of song I can put on here. I don't know what kind of song they put on late at night. So you creating that positive cultural environment, that's very important because if you keep on, in other words, it's a lot of, say for instance, there are a lot of unethical things going on. If there are a lot of unethical things going on in your organization and the manager does not stop it and it keeps going on and on and on, that becomes normal behavior. That's a proper culture to create within an organization. That's considered part of your brand as well. That's part of your brand. Customers come in and see that the manager and owners or that business is acting unethical. That's part of the brand. They're like, everything is part of your brand. Everything about your business. What type of culture you are building in your organization. That's all part of your brand. Not just your products and services. So your brand is everything. Your brand, your company products, your how you treat people, customer service, how you create customer value. Like I said, what type of cultural environment are you building within the organization? Are you creating a learning organization? Or are you creating normal behavior that is unethical? So you don't want to build that type of cultural environment within the organization because that's bad. That looks bad. That brings down your brand. All negativity, all those negative things within the organization, it brings down your product. It brings down your brand. Nobody's going to want to shop in your business. Nobody's going to want to say, look, I'm not going over there. I don't like the way people, I went over there to get my nails done and I don't like the way they treated me. He'll be like, I went over there and get my nails done. I didn't like the way they treated me. Yeah, I went over there to get my nails done. I went over there to get some milk. I went over there to get some eggs and milk and stuff, and I didn't like the way I was treated. So, building the right cultural environment within the organization is very important. Like I said, building the right cultural environment, total quality management, all quality, producing quality in all aspects and all processes within your business. Continuous improvement. So total quality management, the same thing, continuous improvement. You have to constantly improve, continuously improve. That means over and over and over again. You might have to make changes. Things not going right. If you had a strategy for this over here, or over here, and over here, you had different strategies, and those strategies were not effective, after a certain period of time, you might want to change the strategy. You might want to have to rethink that thing. You might want to do things different. Sometimes I get off track with the music, but love me some music. So that's a little I forgot his name. George Michael. That song was bomb when it came out. Really? Yep. It's Careless Whisper. So we're talking about global dimensions of marketing. So global dimensions of marketing. See how somebody have a bike business. No rhythm. So, and then they do give examples, different companies and stuff. I like the examples, but I think about Target, Walmart, Kmart. uh, Amazon, Microsoft, all the businesses, Just think, if you have ever experienced any negativity from any of them companies, you are sure going to let them know, because that's all part of their brand. If you experience any negativity, I remember when the COVID, I know COVID was, it was so rampant when it first started. And then, you would order from Amazon. But you can't even talk to them about, they wouldn't even answer their phones one time. So that's part of the brand. I'm like, wait a minute, COVID is going on, but I might need to talk to somebody about the stuff that I ordered. What if you don't get your products? You don't get your products and they send them to the wrong address and then they're not even answering the phone. That's all that's part of brand. And I'm like, come on now. But I certainly are answering the phone now. But that was something else at that point. I know I ordered some stuff and then I had several times they took my stuff up to my rental office instead of having it delivered at my house. I mean, that's all part of the brand. I was kind of upset about that too. I was like, wait a minute now. I order my stuff, I pay my shipping in hand, and I want my stuff delivered right here where I live. Yeah, I gotta do better than that. Y'all a multi-million-dollar company, and they're taking my stuff somewhere else. That's not where I live. My address is on file on my account. Why are my products things that I order going to my rental office? So I had to get that straight, But you don't get all upset and get yourself all bent about in shape. You get upset, but you're like, I pay my money, I pay my shipping and handling. So, but sometimes you get, if things are not resolved and you get too upset about things, you can always shop somewhere else. I'm like, look, I'll take my money somewhere else. Or sometimes you have to when if you're dealing with a company, and because all that's part of their brand. If you're not satisfied with the way you were treated when you purchase from that company, you have a right to take your money somewhere else. That's how you do it. You don't have to put up with that mess, If there's something that you don't like that's going down with that company, then hey, So I'm not going to get into this book too much more. We have buyer behavior and market segmentation. So this is a nice book. Buyer behavior and market segmentation. And then we have consumer behavior. So differentiate between buyer behavior and consumer behavior. So that's the thing that you will learn from here. Culture, I just talked about culture. Values, beliefs, preferences, and tastes that are handed down from one generation to the next. So your values, your beliefs, how you treat people, your religion, all that's part of your culture. What type of religion do you practice? Baptist or Christianity? We have buyer behavior, consumer behavior. Buyer behavior process by which consumers and organizational buyers make purchase decisions. Buyer behavior of alternate consumers. That's the consumer behavior. Core values in U.S. culture. Subculture. Subgroup of a culture with its own distinct modes of behavior. So subcultures. Cultures are not homogeneous entities with universal values. Each culture includes numerous subcultures, groups with their own distinct modes and behavior. The culture of the United States in particular is composed of significant subcultures based on such factors as race, nationality, age, rural versus urban location, religion, as I said, geographic distribution. So let's see, I'm not going to read too much in this book. I think that's pretty much it for this. I think that'd be it for this book because I'm at I'm at almost at an hour, so So, and talking about, I was going to get into this book. I'm not going to get into this book right here, but this is another book I might talk about later on. It's my financial management. It's an introduction to financial management. So this book is good too, because I'm not going to get into too much of this, but depreciation. So I took accounting too, and I was downstairs at university, and I do have a few accounting tutorials on my channel, right here on my YouTube channel, Everything Cheryllee. So I made, they give some other little lectures to, just a little tutorial, just some little tutorials in accounting. So I may be putting some new ones on shortly. But I have so many things that I've been doing, working on my brand, trying to get my business licenses and my business office location and all that, trying to do those things. And then I'm helping my son. He wants to start his LLC, so trying to work with him to get that together. So we both trying to do. We might work together in his business, or we might have two different ones, but it might be best to do one, because you have to have your license. Your LLC, business licenses that you need. Then you want an office location where you can put your inventory. And, it's basically have a plan. So we're just in our planning stages right now. But, so depreciation is the accounting process whereby the cost of a productive asset is allocated against the revenues that it helps to produce. So in other words, depreciation in accounting. Say, for instance, you buy some land, you pay $50,000 for it over 5 years. It's going to depreciate. Depreciation means it's going to go down in value. You want it to appreciate, not depreciate. So depreciation means it's going down in value. But you buy a house and you make some repairs on that house, you can make it appreciate, not depreciate. It won't go down in value. Because you buy a house for a couple $100,000, but next year it may depreciate. But if you put some work into that house, add some other added fixtures, put some work into it, upgrade it, it will appreciate. That it'll be worth more than what you paid for it. It won't depreciate. But if you sit up there and buy a house for $200,000 and you let the roof cave in and a lot of problems with the house and floors messed up and roof caving in and different things wrong with the house, so you let it depreciate. I mean, just saying, maybe you might not have the money, but that's the definition of that. But I'm not gonna hold the video too much longer because it's getting late. And let's talk about a whole lot of different good stuff in here too. This is my financial management book. We have money markets, capital markets, primary markets, secondary markets. So money markets are financial markets in which funds are borrowed or loaned for a short period of time, less than 1 year. Then you have the capital markets, financial markets for stock and for long-term debt. And then we have U.S. Treasury bills, short-term marketable federal government debt. Treasury bills, the short-term marketable federal government debt. So we won't be involved in those U.S. Treasury bills because that would be government Treasury bills. Yeah, the municipal bonds, long-term debt issued by state and local government, all government issued bonds. Corporate bonds, long-term debt securities issued by corporations, common stock, long-term equity claim on the issuing corporation does not guarantee dividend payments. So some of this stuff I may get back into later, maybe next time. Talk about mutual funds and financial intermediaries that invest in pooled funds or savings thus obtaining economies of scale and investing and reducing risk by diversification. So a mutual fund, you put your money in a mutual fund. It's a pool of investors, a whole lot of investors, a pool of investors, so you won't be the only one. See, a financial intermediary that invests the pool funds of savers, thus obtaining economies of scale and investing and reducing risk by diversification. So diversify means they may put your money, a pool of investors. You say maybe 5 to 10 people, maybe more than that, put their money in a mutual fund, and they all want to invest. They all want to invest, and they want to save some money. They want to make some money. So a pool of investors, the financial intermediary, the financial intermediary, he would be the one that invests in your money. So, I mean, a lot of those investment tools, stocks and bonds, are risky. You stand a chance of losing money. So, I mean, you want to buy some stocks, and then you want to purchase some stock. They basically want to purchase some stock in a company, Microsoft or Amazon, Kmart, Walmart, Target, whatever company, Neiman Marcus, whatever company there is, you want to invest money in one of those companies. You want to do some research and find out how that company is doing. You don't want to just invest your money on a stock, and then you don't know how the company is doing. What if the company is about to go bankrupt? Your money tied up in the stock for that company. But when you purchase stock in a company, you do have an ownership. You have a percentage of ownership in that company. You have an interest in that company. You have, say for instance, if I want to purchase some stock from Microsoft. It gives me interest in that company. It gives me a percentage of ownership. Percentage of ownership when I purchase that stock. So you have the stock market. Stock exchanges. There are 2 basic types of stock markets. The organized securities exchanges, which include New York Stock Exchange, American Stock Exchange. The second type of stock market is the less formal over-the-counter market, which consists of brokers and dealers connected by computers and telephone networks, but which has no central location. We shall consider the organized exchanges first. Each of the larger exchanges occupies its own building, has specifically designated members, and has an elected governing body. It says this board of governors, because the members are said to have seats on the exchange. Although everyone stands up on the trading floor, they stand up on the floor, but they do have the seat in the New York Stock Exchange. It's the New York Stock Exchange. So my son said he got involved in some exchanging stocks. But sometimes you may make money, sometimes you may lose money. But I'm not going to get too much into this right now, so I'll get into a little bit more this next time, because it's over an hour. So, okay, I think that's it for this. And I'll get into this book next time. This book right here, I'm talking about a little bit about this next time. I'm already over an hour, so this is civil litigation. So civil litigation, in other words, you have a lawsuit. You have a lawsuit against somebody that will come under civil law, not criminal law. So criminal law will come under criminal law, like assault and battery, false imprisonment, assault and battery, all that's, what you call your misdemeanor charges, your felony charges, all those come under criminal law. But I'll get into some of this next time, I guess. See, so this right here is, let's see, I just missed the page. Civil law versus criminal law. This is what I want. Civil laws are those that deal with private disputes between parties. So civil law, private disputes against parties, criminal law, that becomes public. So criminal, that's public, is crimes against society as a whole. That's criminal law. So you know your felonies, your misdemeanors, your assault and battery charges. So this book is about civil litigation. What is civil litigation? Civil litigation is a process of resolving private disputes through the court system. Unless the parties are able to resolve their disputes, the litigation process usually results in trial or hearing, where parties present their evidence to a judge or jury. The judge or jury then decides the dispute. So that comes under civil litigation. So then we have criminal law. Criminal law, in contrast, deals with acts that are offenses against society, as I said, as a whole, and includes such acts as murder, robbery, drunk driving. It's all criminal charges. And so I'll get a little bit more into this book next time. So it's a good book too. Then we have talking about the different court systems, the courts and litigation. Because civil litigation resolves around the courts, one of the first considerations in the litigation process is selection of the proper court in which to proceed. You had trial courts, you had a court of appeals, appellate courts. So in other words, they have a case and the decision came out, but you still had opportunity to appeal that decision. You would go to the appellate courts, court of appeals. So trial courts. In other words, I know when we do jury duty, we be on trial. We be on we deal with the trial courts. So we don't go to the Supreme Court or nothing like that. But so I'll get a little bit more into this, and then jurisdiction. Jurisdiction is the right of course to hear certain cases. So certain courts might not have jurisdiction to hear that certain type of case. So there's a lot in here. So I think I took this was part of when I took a course. I took a paralegal course, so I do also have my paralegal diploma. So this is one of the books that I studied my paralegal diploma in. It's civil litigation. But I'm not going to get into too much more of this because it gets kind of late. But it's a good book right here. So in other words, when they have cases against the court, the United States District Court, so this how they set up. They have John Jones plaintiff versus Overland Corporation. So in other words, he had a corporation, but he had a case against the United States. So I'm not going to get into too much more of that. But so, just a couple of websites that I wanted to give you. Okay. In other words, if you start your business, you need some guidance. First of all, you start your business or you already have your business. Basically starting your business, I would start right there. I would just say start your business, pick your name, do your research, make sure no one else has that name. Start the business, do your research, make sure no one else has that name. Then you're thinking about the licenses that you may need. You want to open up an LLC type of business, sole proprietorship, corporation, or partnership. Check with LegalZoom, check with the website in your state so you can get all the information that you need. Because I didn't do no research on every state. I mean, I can do that probably. I can bring some information on some states and maybe in my next video do a little research and find out some of the requirements as far as business licenses and obtaining a business license and certain. I might do a few little states at a time. Maybe I do 5 of them at a time or something and bring the information to you. So I can do that, But if you subscribe below, comment below, if you have a state that you want me to look up and find out the business requirements for that particular state, then you put in the comments below. And I can do that. I'll be glad to do it. So as I said, your business name, your business license, so your name, your license, maybe your location. You might want an office, or you might operate your business at home. But do your research, find out about that niche that you're about to get into before you get into it. But just check, do your research and write your business plan. What type of business are you want to run? You want a service or you want a product. So, but if you need money to fund your business, so you can always check with the SBA, Small Business Administration. Small Business Administration. They offer loans, but then also you can go to if you don't want to pay no money back, check out the grants.gov. They can, different that's a website. I just went on there today, so that's a website where different companies come on there and let you know the type of grants that they have available that you might be eligible for. So grants.gov, SBA, Small Business Administration, check out that. And also U.S. Department of Commerce, go to their website. U.S. Department of Commerce, they have websites. They have opportunities for minority women trying to start their own business, So I will be checking out those websites too. And also, you have money saved up, your checking and your savings, you might have a CD, certificate of deposit, any money. And then you have, if you have enough money, you might want to say, hey, you might want to save so you can invest money in your own business. But I know the first accounting equation that I had when I first started learning accounting was Smith. Smith invested $50,000 in his business. He invested his own money. You save your own money. It's like you save to go to college. Say I want to save for a few years, but I want to start my business maybe in a couple of years. I want to put my money to the side. I'm working on a job. I want to put some money to the side so I can work here. And when I get enough money, I can start my business. So you start your business or you save money for a house, whichever one. But you can always save for your business. So your checkings, your savings, your CD accounts, and another thing they got called crowdfunding. Sometimes you go to some of your relatives and you get some of your relatives to donate. Say, hey, look, I want to start this business. Any one of y'all want a percentage of the business? You want an interest in the business? You want to be part owners? You want to have a certain percentage of ownership. I would say. Crowdfunding, so there's everybody, in the family or friends and family, people you can trust. That way you put all that money together, it's like a pool of investors investing in your business, and that way you can start your business that way too. But it takes a plan. So first I would say marketing plan, business name, proper licenses, proper business location, you think about inventory. You think about target markets. Where is your target market? How you going to reach your target market? How you going to market, advertise, and promote? How how you going to continuously improve? How you going to create total quality management? How you going to benchmark? How you going to do research? How? Don't say how. Just do it. How you going to do research? Do research, benchmark. See what other companies are doing. And then I think that's it. I think that's all. So I had crowdfunding, or you also check with your financial institution. You also have lines of credit, credit cards, and things of that nature that you can use. You have a credit card, and you have a certain amount on that. You can also, once you pay that, every 6 months you get an increase. As your credit card builds up. Sometimes you can use some of that money and invest in your business. And sometimes it don't take a whole lot to start your business. You might have $1,000 or $5,000 or whatever it takes, whatever you want to use. Because sometimes start small. I know people that said they started their business, they started small. Some young ladies on YouTube, they started their business, start small. So there's different ways you can do it. They have a drop shipment opportunities. And also, when somebody order, If you have your inventory, you don't have to have a whole lot of inventory. You don't want to have a lot of inventory on time, or you don't have a lot of inventory on hand. So you just order from another company. You have a certain amount. You just have a few things that you have on your website, and when someone orders, then that's when you order. When they order and they pay, you take that money and order from your suppliers the products that they ordered. So you don't have a lot of inventory on hand. So another term I learned called JIT, just in time. You just have enough inventory on hand for maybe about a couple weeks or a month in your business. You don't want to pile a whole lot of inventory up in your business that you're not or might not be able to sell. Might not be able to get rid of fast enough. So that's a lot of waste. Sometimes companies have to throw stuff out because they had so much they didn't sell. It expired. They didn't sell it. You know? So like I say, SBA.gov, grants.gov, check with the U.S. Department of Commerce. They are offering grants. So SBA, they offer loans, but U.S. Department of Commerce, they offer grants for minority women, different women. You know, you starting a business, you need some funding. So that's then also U.S. Chamber of Commerce, Department of Commerce, grants.gov, and then also SBA for loans. Also, your own financial institution, you may be able to get a loan to start your business, depending on how your credit is. If you're trying to get a loan from the bank or credit union, you know they're going to look at your credit. So I think that's it. Like I said, crowdfunding. I think that's it. So we're dealing, OPM, other people's money. You don't have enough money, so other people's money. So when I went to college, I applied for grants. And that's how I have student loans and grants. But sometimes you do what you have to do. Only way you're gonna make it happen. So I think that's gonna be it for this video. So thanks for joining me. Oh, I need some water now. My mouth is dry. This water is so good. I want to say thanks for joining me. I think it's time to put bed. Little Sierra in the background. Yeah, so just think about what you want to do. Think about your future plans. Like I said, do your research. Find out about that niche. Find out about that niche that you want to get into before you get into it. So in other words, I do my hair growth products. That I make. I had to do my research. I had to find out about that niche, about that industry before I just jumped in. So I had to find out. So in other words, I make a hair growth product for men, women, and children. I had to find out what ingredients I needed to use. I had to do my research to find out. I found out about the mix. And I found out about the trends in the market. So you want to research, find out about the trends in the market. Because I had to find out what ingredients to use. I had to research, and when I did my research, I was looking for all different products that can make your hair grow. So Jamaican black castor oil, grapeseed oil, or olive oil, different oils, different essential oils as well. And then I had ordered cocoa butter, mango butter, shea butter, kokum butter, all those butters promote hair growth. So I had to do my research on that. And then when I did my research, also I went on Instagram, YouTube. I did my research, find out what other companies are doing. Find out how they market every time to promote their hair growth products. What do they use? What ingredients do they use? So I found out, and I kind of like that industry, so the cosmetic industry, as far as hair growth products. So I do the hair growth products for men, women, and children. And then I have 6 books in the Google Play Store and ebooks. So, and I'm working on 2 more books. So 2 more books I'm working on. So it's my latest book. My next book will be Relationship Goals. So it's my next book, Relationship Goals. So I want to talk about the 10, I want to talk about 10 things that 10 things that help build a strong relationship. So that's what I want. It says 10 things a good relationship should implement. So that's what I want to do in this book. And then my other book, I'm writing about kindergarten, here we come. Kindergarten, here we come. So it's about 2 sisters going to kindergarten, and like I said, these are the books that are already, since we are twins. So this book is about autism, since we are twins. I feel good. I feel good all over. So this is the inside of that book. And, this is a copy. It's the first page of the copyright page. So that's the back of the book. And then I have, we have autism. Back of the book. So these books are in the Google Play on the ebooks in the Google Play. So this is a book. This is my recent book. So it's called My Friend is Happy. I like the picture I put on the back. A lot of people like the back. And it's the inside of the book. So this is My Friend is Happy. So these books are in the Google Play and the Google Play of the ebooks. So these books are in Google Play and the ebooks. So like I said, I published my books with Digipod. So first started writing my books in 2000. I published in 2016. No, 18. My first 2 books in 2018. So I think I started writing probably like 2017, and I published in 2018. But so I was gonna publish with one company, but a gentleman said I would call you, but he never called. It was a company based in New York. He never called you because I contacted his company. So he said, send me an e-copy of your book. So that's what I did. I sent him an e-copy, because when you save your book, you type it up in Microsoft Word. So, and I changed it over to a PDF file. So it's already, once you type it on your computer, whenever you save something on your computer, it's saved in a file or a folder. That way you can go back and find it. It's somewhere on there. When you save it on that computer, it's somewhere on that computer. So you gotta know what folder you put it in. That's why when I save my stuff that I type, I click Save As. I give it a name, put it in a particular folder. When I go back and look for it, there it is. And it's right in that file, in that folder. So he said, well, I sent him a copy. He said, I'm going to call you. And he never called. He's company based in New York, so I called him. So he said, when I called him, he was like, well, I'm going to call you. So he said, hold on. And then hold on, and when he came back, I got good news, I'm going to publish your book. And I'm like, you were going to publish my book, but you never called. He just said that because I called him. He said, "Oh, come call me your book." He said, "Well, I'm gonna send you the contract. I email the contract to you, and you just sign it and send it back to me." Well, he didn't tell me how much it was gonna cost, but he said, "I'm gonna email you the contract." But he said, but he didn't tell me what it cost. But when I looked at the email and I saw how much he charged, $4,000 just to publish. Basically, publish just means making it available to the public. You did all the work and all the research. I did the research. I did the typing. I had to do a bibliography page. I had to pay for pictures. Yeah, I had to pay for pictures. I had to do all that for the book. I had everything. Because I paid for the pictures through Shutterstock.com. So I have a plan with them. I have a yearly plan with them. I get a certain amount of pictures every month. So I pay for that every month so I can pick my pictures because I'm still writing books. So he said, "Well, I'm going to call you." He never called. So he said $4,000 once he sent the email to me. So I called him back. I said, "No, that's too much money. I'm not going to pay no $4,000. He said, "Well, you can get a GoFundMe page." That's it. And it didn't pan out. So he said, "Yeah, he said he didn't say it was $4,000, but when he sent me an email, I saw the $4,000. He sent me a contract, and I wasn't hardly gonna sign no contract for no $4,000 and get mixed up with nothing, with nobody. A 35-page book, little children's book, and I did all the work. I did all the research. I did all the typing. I had to pay for the barcode. I had to pay for pictures through Shutterstock. And then I had to pay for copyright. I paid for all that. Everything, the book was already, it wasn't the whole book, but it was just typed up in Microsoft Word. But what he was going to do, that was before I dealt with Digipod, but it was already typed. It was typed in Microsoft Word. I had changed it over to a PDF file, sent it to him. So, but it wasn't in book form yet, so there was another book that I had. Well, I think Digipod, I had 3 of them published with them. So you can also, the moral of the story is shop around. When you finish your book, shop around. Don't just go for the first publishing company because they say they're going to publish a book for you. So I was just browsing around on the internet one day, and I came across Digipod. So Digipod, so it said $2.49 per book. I kept seeing it go across the screen for a couple weeks, and I was like, I bypassed it, I ain't paying no mind. I said, $2.49 per book? Really? So I just couldn't believe it when I saw it, so I called the number. And talked to the lady. She said, yeah, So I think it was 20, you get 24, you have to order at least 24 books. At least it has to be 35 pages. At least 35 pages. So you can write a small book. Just write a short book just so you can break into the industry. That's what I did. I got 6 books now. So see how God works? I got 6 books now in the Google Play on the ebooks. And I got 2 more I'm working on. So my next move is to try to get my books in Target, Walmart, Kmart, even Amazon, somewhere. If I can get one of them out there in the store. So if none of them have been on the bestseller list, but they still can help children improve their reading, help them with their comprehension skills, help with vocabulary, help with socialization skills. So any book you read is going to be there to help you for something. It might not be on the bestseller list, but it's going to help you. It's going to help your children. So the moral of the story is, shop around. When you finish your book, type it in Microsoft Word, and then basically, depending on what company you're going to publish your book with, they'll tell you how they want the file. So you just type it in right? I wrote mine down on paper like this, regular. I write my book out like this, so this is basically how I write it out. I write it out. Write it out on typing paper like this. This is where I started. So I started all my books. And then I write it out like this because my pictures will go here. And my words will go, my paragraph will be here or here. So this book is going to be called Relationship Goals. So I write it out on my typing paper. Write it out on your typing paper like this, and then once you finish the whole book, you write it on typing paper like that. Once you finish the whole book, finish your book, then you type it in Microsoft Word. That way you can begin to, edit. And also on my computer, I just signed up for it's not Grammarly, but you can sign up for Grammarly, but it's something else. Some of the service that I signed up for. So when I type, if I make a mistake, it'll correct it for me. If I write a sentence and I use the wrong word, it'll flag the word and underline it. It'll put a red line on it, let me know that that's not the right word to use for that sentence, and it'll correct it. You click on it and it'll give you a selection. It'll red flag it with a line, and then when you click it, because when I put the red line under the word, that lets you know you used the wrong word for that sentence. So you click that red line, and it's going to give you a selection of words. You can use one of them. It will be a better choice than the one you pick. So I put that on there, so when I'm typing, so I said that's a good help too. And also Grammarly, that helps you add that to your on your computer when you're typing. So, but the moral of the story, like I said, shop around, type do your research, find your topic, narrow your topic down, start things come to your mind, you jot down every little item. So everybody has a story to tell. Just because this celebrity wrote a book and that celebrity wrote a book, and she wrote a book over there, and the president wrote a book, and blah, 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 blah. We can write books too. Jump in the game. Jump in the game. It might not be on the bestseller list, and it might be on there, but it don't make no difference, It don't have to be, but I want to keep on writing because I'm going to be on the bestseller list one day. You gotta speak it into existence. I'm going to create a bestseller one day. One day, so, but I'm not going to hold this video too long. I want to thank you for joining me today. Well, actually, it's tomorrow now. Little Fantasia in the background. Oh, it's bittersweet. So when I think about you, my audience, it's bittersweet. Thanks for joining me. Glad you can join me. Glad to see you. So comment below, subscribe below, give me some ideas. You have any products you want me to review? So I'll be glad to review them. It's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. I love you. So I want to say congratulations to my cousin's son. His wife just had her little baby girl, but I think it was 2 or 3 days ago. I think Fantasia had her new baby, and I just want to say congratulations. And so I think I want to end this video right now. So thanks for joining me. Glad you could be here. Glad to see you, and I hope to see you on my next video. So like I said, comment below, subscribe below. You need to know any more information about how I publish my book, my books rather, so if you need any information on that, I'll be glad to give you any more information. But shop around because there are different It's a different publishing company, but Digipod worked for me. They did a fantastic job. Digipod.com. Go to their website. Digipod.com. Go to their website. And so I published three. Three with Digipod. All three of these were published with Digipod. All three of these I published with Digipod. So what I do, I have a contract with Shutterstock.com. That's where I get all my pictures. But some people draw their own pictures. You know, you can get other people or publishing companies to illustrate, be an illustrator in your book with positive pictures and all that. But Shutterstock, they're very affordable too. So I think I pay. It's not that much. I think it's but right now it's $29 a month. $29 a month for 10 pictures per month. I get 10 pictures every month, but I pay $29 a month. So it's a 365-day plan. So I don't mind because I'm steady writing books. But you can also just pay. You need 5 pictures for your book. You can pay $50. They give you $50 for 5 pictures, so they still had that too. That's like a little small one. I had that. That's the first one I had. I was getting, when I first started, I got 5 pictures for $50, but I said, I need more pictures than that, and then I needed to last, because I'm steady getting ideas and thinking about books that I want to write, you know. So my next book is on relationship. The other book is Kindergarten, Here We Come. That's a children's book. So I've been working on both of those at the same time, so I'm just going to take my time, do my research, and get different ideas about what, you know, of what I want to put in the book. I already know how I want it to go, but so I want to say thanks for joining me. Hope to see you on my next video, and comment below, subscribe below. So, like I said, any ideas that you have for me, any ideas, any topics you want me to talk about, you know, I do want to get into some more accounting tutorials on my channel. So I need to write out right now I'm creating some, I'm creating some courses on Teachable. So my first course will be accounting, so Teachable.com. So I just signed up with them, so I gotta create my lesson plan. So I'll be teaching with them. But I want to say thanks for joining me. So that's just the first class I'm gonna do so far. We'll see how that turns out before I commit myself to 2 or 3 courses, you know. But so I want to say thanks for joining me. Hope to see you in my next video. So comment below, subscribe below, and I'll see you on my next video.